Hey folks, welcome back to Metroid Prime 3. Here on Brio, we have another secret message that I'm going to show you. This one is 8354.
あ、聞こえます。宮本です。メトロイド遊んでる人たち、聞こえますか？楽しいでしょう。もうね、僕もメトロイド関わり始めて何年もなりますけども、今度のは今までの中で最高でしょう。絶対最後まで遊んでみてね。じゃあね。
Alright, and now we can head off back to the Cliffside Airdock where we were first. Because there were things we can do there, oh my golly. Alrighty, so, things of interest are a ways away here, so I'm going to use the power of editing to skip straight to the important parts that you actually care about. So let's go!
Samus, we have discovered a Federation landing site on Rio.
Important thing number 1.
You may be able to use this facility to upgrade your ship. We are sending the coordinates to you now.
So you may be wondering, why am I going to the place that is not the place with the fuel gel waterfall spout things? Well, if you think back a little bit, you'll remember that there was an ice missile door right in here. Aha! Quick little duck in and out. You can grab missile expansion as well as get a peek at an enemy only appearing in this room. As well as most of the other Metroid series, but shut up. Yep, it's a gamer. You remember these guys. They're from the original. Alright, down at the vessel, and it's raining. Interesting. Not sure why. I don't remember it raining here. But anyway, you'll remember that there was a back door to this vessel that had impossible spouts of fuel gel that we couldn't get past. Basically, this is the definition of impassable, by the way. But now that we have the ice missiles, we can, in fact, get through if the door loads. Thank you. And that's basically how all the Metroid games work if you've never played a Metroid game before. Find somewhere that you can't pass through, you go and get a different item, and then you can pass through it. Now this here is another golem. You saw the dead one before. This is a labor golem, which means that it has one task and one task only. Now we can use this guy to go up and down whenever we want, and once we get a certain item, we can bypass this guy and render his life completely useless, and use this advanced movement system thing. I don't know what that is. Oh hey, another golem. This guy's much larger. He's a war golem rather than a labor golem. Anyway, in order to deal with him, we'll have to deal with these war pounds. And you know how I deal with war pounds. As quickly as possible. Oh, I'm corrupted. That guy just took a little too long to appear. Ooh, you canceled me out of it. Thank you. Thank you, game. That was very kind of you. Anywho. Once again, we use the bomb slot to activate the golem. But he's got these shackles tying him down. It's a metaphor for society. Yeah, these vines are called, like, scrag or something, scale. And yeah, you gotta destroy their core or burn them, but we can't burn them. This one's a little tricky to find. You can find it with the scan visor, but missile. Basically, once all these are destroyed, he'll be able to move and do whatever he does. They haven't actually properly explained what he does at this point, but whatevs. And yeah, this is another property. I mentioned it. Burn them, rather than exploding their core. And then the last one is almost a puzzle. You can freeze that waterfall spout thing. Fail at flickball. And then go destroy the core over here. So these giant golems, Magner golems, were the primary method of warfare for the sciencey types in the Great Brionian War, or whatever they call it. Hard to imagine that they lost to a bunch of religious fanatics when they had giant robots on their side. Now then, Samus has mysteriously disappeared in this cutscene. She is no longer in the morph ball slot, and is instead directly off screen. See? Weird, weird. Alright, so drop down here, get another message.
Samus, we have uncovered more information regarding your condition. It appears that once activated, the unique phazon inside your body overreacts after several seconds. We did not foresee this problem when we gave you the PED, and unknowingly, we put you in grave danger. We are sorry.
Well, gee, that makes everything better.
Please be aware that it will not be possible to counter Dark Samus without the PED. You must be careful in using it.
Shall know.
In the meantime, we will continue to investigate this unique phazon.
So, easy to miss energy tank down here. First off, you might be wondering how you can get in. Second off, you might just completely skip over this lower section, because you wouldn't really go down here unless you fell down on accident. But it's a very useful energy tank, as most of them are, but the boss of this area is pretty tough, and you kind of want all the energy you can get, especially on hyper mode. So to cross across, you can't double jump over there, although you might be able to do... No. I wasn't sure if you could do an instant unmorph and then do a double jump out of that. I've been reading Metroid 2002 too much, but yeah, you can bust those. That will topple over and unleash your grapple point. And these Gragnols cannot be grappled for whatever reason. You have to shoot them, which is annoying. And the homing powers of the missiles don't really help much. Okay, that worked, whatever. Anyway, here we need to light these fuses. This fuel gel over there, crystallized fuel gel over there. And ta-da! I really like these puzzles that are like integrated into the natural environment. Like, Portal has really cool puzzles, but they're all set up like as puzzles even within the frame of the story, and I'm like, here's just the natural environment. It flows very nicely, I think. Now you use the charge beam or missiles to destroy Rebel. And do technology. And this is a Federation landing site. You can use missiles. Oh my god. Missiles on a ship. So let's summon our ship. Ha! Too bad. We have to lower this, put our ship on, then raise it back up and give it the missiles.
Hostile life forms detected.
But of course it's not that simple. Alright, we got more warp hounds as well as other enemies to come. And guess how I'm going to deal with them. Now, I don't use hyper mode on every enemy in the game. That would be ridiculous. It's just that I really don't like the enemies on Brio. They are jerks. Hey. I'm destroying you. So yeah, some of you guesstimated that I would not use hyper mode a lot, like 30 total times. I'm gonna use it more than that, I think, by the trend of it. Anywho, I would love to summon my ship, but unfortunately the doors are still closed. So, we have to get the doors open. How do we do that? There's an activation thingy. Way at the top. Get up there. We'll actually want to raise this counterintuitively, because we got to use them as platforms. There's a lot of up and down business in this puzzle. So to get up, gotta activate this elevator. And we will soon run into one of the other key mechanics of the game. One that's a lot less interesting than hyper mode, but we have this game's equivalent of Chozo artifacts and Sky Temple keys. Energy cells! Now, unlike the previous two, they are not all 100% required in order to beat the game. Just to 100% it. So you can ignore some of them, not all of them. Destroy these vents. Come on down here. This is a platform. You cannot grapple this without having this as a platform, which confuses me every time I try to play. And then it's just a matter of hopping around on various mechanical... I don't know what the point of this thing is, from a practical standpoint is. Now it's just a matter of hopping around so we can get to the control panel. And here's another motion gimmick. It's used a little less than other ones, but I'm really bad at it. I think I do it too quickly, is the problem. It's used a lot more on the third major area of the game. This being the first. Now that the bay doors are open, we can hop on down, lower the rack, bring our ship in, raise the rack, and finally get missiles. And muscles. Muscles are good too. There we go. Alrighty. Now what I love about this is that there's a dedicated missile button. There's 3 commands, up, down, and give whatever is there missiles. I don't know how it works either. Science. So this is basically used for a couple situational puzzles. You can use it in combat in very select situations. I don't use it too much. It was going to be a lot bigger deal, but it wasn't. So that takes care of that, and I will see you guys next time for even more Brio, oh my goodness. And I will see you guys next time.